The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
This is what you do when you're married. We like this monkey. This is what we do.
Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining me for another episode of Every 8 Hours. I hope that everyone is doing well, and I hope that we're all staying safe. Tonight's story will be done a little differently just because of the circumstances of the case. I'm going to have to include a lot more information about the perpetrator. Tonight's story is about 39-year-old Shannon Lacey out of Fort Worth, Texas. Shannon was a single mother of 3 children. Shannon was married to Jessica Lacey, who was 30 years old. And so Jessica was 30 years old with no children. I state this because this comes into play at the end of the story. But so again, Shannon was 39 years old with 3 children. From the looks of the children, they were very, very young. It looked like they could have been like 3, 5, and 7, just taking a random guess. So she's 39. She gets with someone who's 30 years old who has no children. They dated each other. It looks like they probably started dating, and this is all guessing, guys, just from their Facebook, around about 2018 or 2019, maybe the end of 2019, and then they get married on December of 2020. And so they have a courthouse wedding, and from everything that they're posting, everybody's so happy, they're so in love. And when you look at, as I stated in all my videos, Facebook is very, very deceiving. Social media is very, very deceiving. So when you look at their post, even from the post from before they got married, everything is how much they love each other, how much you know, till death do us part. He's posting a lot about that being his wife and the best person in the world. And he's so happy to be a stepfather. And it will look on the outside looking in that, this is the couple. This is, like I said, couple goals. But whenever we have couple goals, we always get to the bottom of things. And this is the thing that really, really gets me. You have so many people, I don't know if they're entertaining themselves for Facebook or they want to put out a certain persona or want people to think one way about how their lives are. But I feel like this was one of them couples because every post, when you look on his page, he might have a post from, okay, so this is July. He might have a post from July the 6th, July the 7th, July the 8th, July the 9th. And it's just, oh, I love my wife this, my wife that. Oh, she can do no wrong. He posted literally every meal she made for like 14 days straight. And I'm not a hater. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying, to me, when I see things like this, it makes me feel like, who are you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince the public, yourself, or your wife? Because we have to learn to leave some stuff between the two people who are involved. And there's nothing wrong with praising the person that you're with, but to me, it was overkill. It either seemed like overkill or it seemed like an obsession on his part and on her part too, because she posted a lot of those different things as well. Case in point, I'm just going to show a couple of things that I'm talking about. So on March the 3rd of 2021, Jessica Lacey, who is the husband, posted, "No matter what this world may bring, nothing will destroy what God put together. Happy 3-month anniversary, my love. The Lacey's forever kind of love, always and forever. Flaws and all, love conquers all, brick by brick, till death do us part." These are the type of things that were being posted day after day after day. Okay, so here's another one. I can't really see the date on this one, but it says, "Each and every day, I sit in silence and thank God because He has blessed me with such an incredible and amazing soul I call my wife. No matter what life may throw at me, no matter the weather, I know you have my back and want my best interest. I love you far beyond any word or expression could ever mean, and I hope that you understand this forever. I wouldn't be this great man and husband without you, Miss Lacey. Nobody will ever understand my love. Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, Miss Lacey, I guess he mean appreciation, but he spelled it appreciation. Just trying to be the best husband I can be. My love runs deep. Now, I know it's going to be some people that's saying that I'm a hater, and I'm not a hater, I promise you. But you're going to see where this story is going. I feel like these type of things that were posted, there's no way in the world the end could have happened. Okay, so here's another one, September the 15th of 2021. It's been almost 2 years of knowing you and 9 months of blissful marriage with you, and not one day can I go without you. I love everything about you, from the way you walk to the intellectual way you talk. You make each and every hard day worth it because all the stress of the day melts away when I get in your presence. Very sweet, right? I love you so much, Shannon Lacey. You are my rock, my backbone, my confidant, best friend, lover, my everything. I hope this makes your heart smile just how you make mine smile every day. Nothing wrong with that. Perfect. Every woman wants a man that's going to do that, right? Okay, again, here we go. Another wife appreciation post. November 16th, 2021. The way my heart melts for this gorgeous, super sexy wife of mine, Miss Lacey. She's all mine. Forever kind of love till death do us part. And we have another woman appreciation post. Now, stick with me. I'm going somewhere with this. So, August the 19th, 2021. He's with Shannon Lacey, his wife. I dedicate this song to the woman of my dreams, the holder of my heart, and keeper of my entire being, my wife, Shannon Lacey. All the things I went through in life, I am grateful for because it led me straight to you. I love you so much, baby. Great, perfect, exactly what you would want a man to do. However, these posts become every other day. I wonder if he became obsessed with her. Because I'm telling you, literally, if you go to his page, just seek Lacey, you will see post after post after post after post. And sometimes it can become an obsession. And I think maybe he was obsessed with her. There is nothing wrong with a man expressing his love. There is nothing wrong with him wanting to shout it out to the world. But a post every day to every other day, I think it's a bit excessive. And we have another one. To my Miss Lacey, I want to start off with saying thank you. You're the reason I am the man I am today. I'm proud to say I am an actual man and not a boy claiming to be a man. You have shined light so bright into my dark world. Think about that. He's saying she made him a man and she has shined light into his dark world. Why is his world dark? And I will be nothing without you. Imagine saying that you're nothing without someone. How how much of a dark place would you have to be in to say that you're actually nothing without someone? Which each passing day, I learn more and more about you and fall in love with you each and every time. God is such a genius because you are definitely a heaven sent. You are my best friend, my lover, my companion, and most importantly, my wife. To share each waking moment with you is always better than the last. If I could marry you over again each day of my life, I wouldn't want to miss a second. I love you, Shannon Lacey, and I hope that today is such an amazing day, just as it was a year ago on the same day. Happy anniversary, my love, and so many more to come. Again, Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, five ever. To death do us part, my hitter, locked in for life, forever kind of love. 1 year anniversary, one down, eternity to go. Team Lacey. So I did all that. I read all those posts just to show the level of dedication, how it looked from the outside looking in, how much love he was showing for her, how much love she was showing for him. I mean, every day, back to back. If you want to see, go to Jessique Lacey page and you will see every day. Like I said, every meal she cooked for 14 days. And it's always good to appreciate your partner. Let's continue. So in February, they posted a video from the shooting range, and I just want you to listen to the audio.
Yes, sir. We killing with precision. We out here making sure we hit everything that needs to be hit. You know what I'm talking about? We don't miss. Don't push. We plays no games. No games out here. Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, we are killing stuff. Plays no games. We miss no target.
And so here we go. Fort Worth, Texas, June 1st, 2021. A Fort Worth man underwent emergency surgery and his wife is dead. After he told police the couple fired shots at one another. The incident was reported to the police around 7:30 p.m. when a man told 911 dispatchers that he and his wife had shot each other at their home, according to a police report. Upon arrival, responding officers said the woman was unresponsive and appeared to have multiple gunshot wounds. She was later pronounced dead at the scene. The man, who police didn't identify, was suffering from a single gunshot wound. He was taken to a nearby hospital for emergency surgery, the police report said. According to the medical examiner, he died a week later from complications of a gunshot wound to the torso, and his death was ruled a homicide.
Yes, sir. We killing with precision. We out here making sure we hit everything we need to be hit. You know what I'm talking about? We don't miss. Don't put. We plays no game. No games out here. Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, we out here killing stuff. Plays no games. We miss no target.
Now, if that didn't send chills through you, I don't know what will. First, let's break it down. The audio of them at the shooting range when he says, Mr. and Mrs. Lacey, we don't miss no target. We kill everything. And they ended up killing each other. It's so much to break down in this story. So I wasn't going to do this story because how the story was saying that they shot each other. But then when I really thought about the story, a lot of the things that he said didn't make sense, and they only got one perspective, which was his. As you heard the story, he died 10 days later after they quote unquote shot each other. But my question is this. First off, how is it that she had multiple gunshot wounds and he had one to his torso? Now, I'm not saying it's not capable, but I'm saying something that seems more feasible is that he shot her and then shot himself, but couldn't carry it all the way out. However, a medical examiner have examined them, and that has not come forward yet, but it's only been since June 1st. So if they're still investigating, I think that will probably come out, because I do believe that that's probably what happened, because in order for them both to shoot each other, they had to both be walking around with guns. Because how would either one of them have had the time to run to get a gun? And if they were walking around with these guns, and it had to be a very highly stressed, highly tensioned household. But from everything that I'm seeing on social media, it's a loving household. Everybody's so in love. I mean, it's like couple goals. So if this was couple goals, how do we end up murdering each other? The last post from them was on May the 24th. Okay. And then the homicides were June 1st. So all the way up until May the 24th, they were posting these videos about being so in love. What happened in 6 or 7 days to make them want to murder each other? Something in the buttermilk isn't clean. Obviously, the story is not what they were putting out for social media. Obviously, there were a lot of other things going on, a lot of tension, a lot of stress, probably a lot of fighting, because you don't just wake up one day and shoot each other. Now, the reason, like I said, that I wasn't going to put the story out because it looked like they had shot each other. So I'm like, okay, well, she's not really a victim because they shot each other. But then when you really, really think about it, she had multiple gunshot wounds. He had one to his torso. So if she had multiple, that means he got to her first. He was the aggressor. But from what I read and other people's opinion, no one really has facts. I haven't seen any family members post anything. But someone posted that from what they knew, she was the aggressor. And they made a point to say because she was 9 years older than him, as if that meant that she was having him involved in domestic violence. And it can happen. I'm not saying it can't happen. Men are victims of domestic violence as well. But the point still remains that he shot her multiple times and he was shot once. So this story is very heavy because we may not even ever know the truth because they may not even investigate since they both are dead. But I do know this, that someone who's that much in love, as it was expressed, is not going to murder you. It's not going to take you away from your 3 children. Remember, I said the kids were probably 2 or 3, 5 or 7. There was 3 of them. So now they're without a mom and a dad because he was the stepdad. A lot of people were making comments about his age. I do think 30 years old with no kids is too young to get involved with someone who's 39 who has 3 kids. That's a lot to jump into, you know. And it looks like he jumped in head first and he was, you know, so in love. But love withstands the test of time. And it wasn't that much time before he murdered her. They got married December the 4th of 2020. This is, they ended their lives June the 1st of 2022. So they weren't even married for 2 years. So there's a show on YouTube called Meet, Marry, Kill. And it seemed like this is exactly what's happening. People are meeting, people are marrying, and people are killing each other. And it's very, very scary. I just wonder what was going on in this situation because the way, and like I said, I don't have a problem with a man expressing his love for a woman or a woman expressing her love for a man. You should shout it from the rooftop. However, the consistency of repeatedly every day, every other day, every day, it's like you're trying to convince someone. It's like you're trying to make somebody buy a story. And obviously the story wasn't true. And I feel like when we do that, when we post these things on social media, and then because the truth is going to come out. Social media reveals all truth. That's why I hate social media. If you're on social media, you know, showing your life, eventually, if that's not the life you're actually living, it's going to come out. And their lives came out. It played out right in front of all of us. And it's very sad. It's very sad that they both lost their life. It's very sad that she lost her life. I'm not sure if she was a victim of domestic violence, but like I said, she was the one that was shot 4 times. That makes me feel like she is the victim. The only story that they got was the story from him. And of course, if he was trying to murder her, he's not going to say, I was trying to murder her, because at that point, he thought he had survived. He thought he was going to make it, but 10 days later, he died. I find that video at the shooting range very, very prophetic. He said, the Lacey's don't miss anything. We kill everything. And they didn't miss. They killed each other. Very, very scary. Very sad story. As I always say, don't believe anything that you see on social media because it's all smoke and mirrors. And like I said, I don't know who we're trying to impress. I don't know who we're trying to fool. And I don't know who we're trying to convince. But what I do know is every 5 hours, a Black woman is murdered by someone who is supposed to love and care about her. Also, a Black girl, child, is murdered by someone who is supposed to love and care about her. Please make sure that we are doing our due diligence to ensure that the people we are allowing any of our time are worthy. Make sure we're practicing our Second Amendment rights. Make sure we're not jumping into relationships and jumping into marriages just to say that we're jumping into something. I saw a post where she posted and she said, and I didn't post it because there's so much stuff to post, but where she, these posts where these girls make that they're mocking other women and saying, if he wanted you, he would be there, and he this and he that. And then she came over the post, Mrs. Lacey, and was like, yeah, and he made me his wife. As if to say, I don't know. I just don't like when I see stuff like that, especially in a case like this, because I mean, she's dead, so she's not embarrassed, but it's embarrassing to know that you were doing all this carrying on and what you were presenting to the world really wasn't the real story. So just be careful about the stuff that you post. Be careful about the words that you say out of your mouth, because the words that you say out of your mouth are predicting your reality. You're giving it to the universe. he gave to the universe that the Lacey's don't miss anything. They kill everything. They don't miss one shot. And they didn't miss a shot. Oh, may Miss Lacey rest in peace. I hope that her kids find peace. I hope that someone is able to come in and take care of them now that they don't have a mother or a stepfather. Ladies, like I said, protect yourself, practice your Second Amendment rights. I'll see you guys in the next video. Rest in peace.